are there rules that can be negotiated between 2 people when entering into a relationship like that? Are there, like, rules that you can set together, or is how should that be approached?
Like rules. Some people, again, first of all, yeah, right. When we start talking about poly, there are a lot of people who don't want rules. They do polyanarchy or anarchy relationship styles. They don't want any rules. They don't want any boundaries. They just want to be, kind of go where their emotions take them. Okay. And then there's people who are in nested, committed relationships, and they need to have agreements, not rules, right? That are going to help them make better decisions when they're out with other people, or how they date, who they date, where they date, what's allowed, what's not allowed. And those are the type of guardrails that they need in order to make better decisions for themselves. And people give rules to people that they don't trust, right? And it's usually if then, if you do this, then I'm leaving. If you do that, then I'm going to divorce you. If you do right, then I can't be with you, right? Those are rules, right? Stop at the sign or you'll get a ticket, right? So I think I like to have the idea that what are the agreements that we should have so that both of us feel good moving forward from this space.
Agreements. I like that.
Hmm.
There, yeah.
Agreements.
Yeah, it reminds me of the
Yeah.
four agreements. So, okay, so let's rephrase the question then. So what would be maybe the top 3 to, like, 5 or whatever, however many you wanna share, questions that you think are important to address at the beginning of
You and the
go
black girls?
hold on, let me write it down. 1, you know
Ah, ah, it's different for everybody. Like, I don't tend to date straight women. So I usually date specifically bisexual women, sometimes heteroflexible women. So it's really important that I don't get with a straight woman because I'm not going to be a good partner for her. So my first question is, are you straight? Right? Or how do you identify sexually? Something like that. Um,
the way questionably heterosexual, questionably straight.
Questionably heterosexual. Yes, yes. Like the idea. I like to hunt with my partners. I like to be able to be as transparent as humanly possible. So I like to meet potential other partners with my partner, right? So a person who's like bisexual is oftentimes more inclined to be able to be in a position where they can do that with me. Not to say everybody can or everybody will, but that's just a big thing for me. So making a question about what their sexuality is, what their proclivities are, um, to kind of give you an idea if sex is going to be possible and what that relational narrative is going to look like. Um, or how do they identify relationally? Are you monogamous? Are you monogamish? And then following that up with like, hey, what does that mean for you? Right. Those are some great questions. I mean, there's lots of great questions that you could ask. Are you poly? When you say poly, what does that mean? Right? Because I can say poly to 50 million different people, get 50 million different answers.
Yeah.
So, the other thing that person needs to understand is just because you're poly doesn't mean that just because I'm poly, I shouldn't expect you to be poly, right? There's in likewise too, if I'm straight, I shouldn't expect you to be. I mean, if I'm monogamous, I shouldn't expect you to be monogamous.